or Kawhi in the preseason. So and Paul. So he wants those matchups. He's playing extremely well for us on the offensive end, making big shots. Shooting the ball extremely well, making the right play, the right passes. So it's good for him. We're excited to have him here. I know he's excited to be here. And he's a champion. You deserve it, and I'm glad that the Lakers were able to work something out with him to be able to allow him to just go out there and play and not worry about contracts for the rest of the season.
With LeBron and AD, the partnership obviously it drives so much of what you guys do, work habits wise. What have you seen just manifest in practices or maybe even in the preseason games? How that partnership has evolved now that they've won a championship together?
It's I would say it's more of the same where we were at last year. They had a great partnership last year on and off the court. There's a great vibe between the two of them that carries over to the rest of the group. And even though obviously we won a championship together, so that always strengthens a bond like that. But it's very similar to where it was last year.
Yeah. Who was everybody available today? Who was in? Was out practice-wise?
Yes, everybody was full participants.
Have you made any decisions about starting lineup set at this point?
Yeah, we'll reveal we're going to hold the starting lineup and reveal it on Tuesday night before the game.
Frank, LeBron said on a recent podcast appearance that when he was watching that Clippers-Denver series unfold, he couldn't believe it. He thought the Clippers had it in the bag. I'm curious, with you guys having the Clippers coming up on opening night, what was your view being down there in the bubble and seeing that series as you prepared for either team that you played in the Western Conference Finals?
Well, I felt all along it was two elite teams playing against each other. So even though Denver got down 3-1, I didn't feel like they were out of it. And when they came back, I wasn't surprised, and not to say anything about the Clippers, but I just know how good Denver was, and I knew it was going to be really, really hard to put that team away. And I would not have been surprised if the Clippers did, because they were every bit as good. But it's just two great teams slugging it out.
Jordan Richard.
Hey, Frank.
Jordan, how you doing?
Sorry, I cut you off, Jordan. You can go ahead and unmute yourself. Hey, Frank. Good seeing you, man.
Good to see you too.
Can you talk about Marc Gasol's passing ability and just how it helps this offense? There's a lot of times I've watched in the film session just, Marc will catch it at the top of the three-point circle or as a trail big, and you'll run a down screen for AD, or they'll have a backdoor cut from Dennis Schroeder. And then just a play that just comes to mind with me is 2 games ago, you told Taylor to set a down screen for Markieff, and he got a layup. Can you just talk about his passing ability and what it brings and how it opens up the offense for this team?
Yeah, it's really remarkable that the skill set that Marc has at his size, and the intelligence, the ability to read defense and whatnot. We had him bringing the ball up and handling the ball much like Bam Adebayo and Joker did to us in the playoffs last year. And there's a lot of different things you can do out of that as well. So there's a great deal of versatility that he's going to add to our team. I think when you have somebody that will pass you the ball, if you're aggressive moving without the basketball, I think that encourages everybody to cut harder, to move.
What's up, man? Dan Weinke, Los Angeles Times, East Illinois Panther as well.
Hey.
Anyway, what was it like kind of having to go through the COVID protocols? It's obviously it's going to be one of the big stories of the season. Just take us through what it was like to kind of be put through that process.
I mean, to be honest, it's just been different. I feel like COVID, the way it hit everybody, having a lot of unknowns to it, just having to, go through these protocols, which is new for everybody. So, for me, it's just different because I've never I've never like faced or been in a pandemic like this, and yeah, like I said, it's just different for everybody, and it's something new, but people finding more about it like day by day. So we just following whatever protocols the league sends to us.
Calhoun?
Hey, Alfonso, Kyle Boone with the Orange County Register. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Just based on obviously going through the protocols at the start of the season, joining late, and only being able to play in this last preseason game, where are you at health-wise and conditioning-wise, and how far is it to get to the point where you want to get for the regular season?
I mean, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. I think for me it's just, getting in sync with the guys, on the offensive end, defensive end. But body wise for me, like I feel good, and I'm just excited to be a part of this organization and just get out there and contribute in any way that I can.
Were you able to train or condition while you were away from the team?
Yeah.
Dave?
Yeah, Alfonso, my name is David Bennett with ESPN. I'm curious if your initial onboarding with the Lakers, if you view their film sessions to be different than the film sessions you've been a part of with the other teams you've played for, in terms of it seems like they try to accomplish a lot out of their film sessions, sometimes in replacement of practice.
Yeah, I mean, the film session, you definitely can tell like right away, how important the film sessions are. It's just not coach just talking and going over the film and breaking stuff down. It's pretty much a open discussion, and guys are able to add whatever it is they want at any point in time. But for me, film definitely it has been something important because I have been watching a lot of it, just trying to learn the defensive rotations, the offensive sets. So yeah, I mean the film it has definitely been a big key, and it's something you can tell like right off back with this team. So.
All right, Greg Jones?
How you doing, Alfonso? What's going on?
What's good?
Harry Jones, Motivated Purpose. Can you just speak on your journey a little bit, just getting to this point, just being from Chicago, and also playing with another Chicago native, Anthony Davis?
Well, I mean, it's a few Chicago guys here. AD, Taylor, Ed in the strength and conditioning department. But man, I mean, my journey it's definitely been intriguing, definitely been an interesting one. But man, I'm just excited to be in this position, to be in this league first and foremost, but to be in an organization like the Lakers and being around the great players that we have. So for me, I'm just grateful and just thankful for this opportunity. And like I said earlier, I'm here to contribute in any way possible. So.
Much success to you.
Man, appreciate it.
Brian, I think we're going to wrap. Kyle Boone has a follow-up, so Kyle?
Hey, actually, I have another Chicago-related question. I understand you go back with Taylor in a little bit. What's it like to see that familiar face, and also what have you made of what he's been able to do for the Lakers in the preseason so far?
Man, it's exciting. Just seeing Taylor and where he is now. I actually met him when he was in high school. I want to say his junior year or something. But just seeing his development. Going from Simeon to Iowa State, and just coming out and going late in the draft and being able to get picked up by the Lakers, and him just coming in and working his butt off really, and seeing him now this year in preseason and just seeing what he was able to do. I mean, I've been a believer in him for so long as, what his game was like. I mean, I've always looked at his game and just was like, man, like the kid has game. But you know, just seeing him now being able to do it on this level, it's exciting, and I think, you know, he has a bright future for real.
All right, we'll take one more. Jordan Richard.
What's up, Alfonso? Jordan Richards, Switch Cultures. Good seeing you, man.
What's good?
Yeah, can you just talk a little bit about just your reaction when you found out that you were coming to the Lakers? I know you trained down here in LA. You're a big mentor to Amari Bailey, so you know I see Eric Kane. Can you just talk about what it just means to be in LA and your reaction and how it can help Amari see, you know, to go on the pro journey?
Man, to be honest, I was excited. I mean, I've been living out this way for a little bit, and I mean, it just made it, you know, made things like much easier. You know, with this being, you know, my home now. You know, it was easy on the family. Like, everybody was excited. I mean, we didn't have to travel, obviously, but now it's like I'm home, man. You know, my family gets to be a part of this, and you know, be able to watch, and you know, I get to be around more. So you know, I think that's the biggest positive out of it. You know, me just being able to